football. Only on WLFT.
Hello and welcome to Walker High School. Tuning in to tonight's contest between the Walker Wildcats and the visiting Live Oak Eagles. Walker comes in with an overall record of 4-3. Live Oak Eagles come in with an overall record of 3-4. And Dan, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I am great, Chris. It's been seems like a month since we've seen each other. I mean, I think the last game was 3 or 4 weeks ago. Since then, Walker's had a little trouble on the football field, but look, we have a crosstown ride we're just talking about before we went on the air, and both teams look like they're supporting their team tonight, a full house, and should be a great atmosphere, great game.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. This is a district contest. We are in the new District 5A with Denham Springs leading the way with an overall record of 6-1, 2-0 in district, Dutchtown 2-0 in district, 4-2 overall, East Ascension 2-0 in district, and 3-4 overall, Walker 0-2 in district, 4-3 overall. Live Oak 0-2 in district, 3-4 overall, and Santa Ma 0-2 in district, 3-4 as well overall. So a district contest, and it gets very exciting, and we're excited to be here, and we thank you for tuning in as well. And man, you can't get better weather than what we have right now. It feels absolutely fantastic out there.
Yeah, a couple of days ago it'd be a little bundled up, but tonight it's you're in shorts every day. Doesn't matter what the weather is, but great weather, couldn't ask for it. And look, it shows. I mean, look at this crowd. It's fantastic. I mean, it's going to be standing room only tonight. I love it.
So last week, Walker showed a little bit of a different wrinkle, came out and played the wing T style of offense and surprised everybody. And it was very hard for East Ascension to adjust to, but they did adjust, and it was the fumbles that really hurt us.
Yeah, what the wing T does is it's a lot of misdirection. So you have to play sound, fundamental football. If someone gets out of their, doesn't keep their responsibility on defense, that's where the big plays come from. So it's a week of practice that the teams don't want to practice for. It's like practicing for the wishbone. We talked about a couple of weeks ago, LSU's got to play Army next year in the middle of the season. For 1 week, you got to prepare for the wishbone. Right. It's just not fun. You got a lot of times you have all these athletes on the field, and they just want to go make plays. But when you're playing a wing T, you can't. You have to be patient on defense, because if you get impatient, they're going to bust a big play.
Mm-hmm. Right, or you guess wrong, like who has the ball and who doesn't. So what it also does, Dan, is that what Live Oak has seen on film all through the whole year, which they've seen probably every single game, and they've been had that in their back of their mind, Coach Westmoreland, how he's going to prepare for Walker. Now he has to prepare for two offenses because he doesn't know what's going to hit the field tonight.
I think he's pretty sure what's going to hit the field, but look, Walker had to. Walker's got some athletes on offense, and they needed to find out the best way to get their athletes the ball. And what they were doing at the beginning of the year wasn't working. They couldn't get the athlete. They couldn't get the ball down the field into the athlete's hands. So now you got your, arguably your best athlete handling the ball every single time. And there's nothing more a coach can ask for but have your best athlete touching the ball every single down.
And that would be Ja'Cory Thomas and Warren Young Jr., both of them very talented basketball players as well. Both of them had a lot of touches last week versus East Ascension. Of course, that game, the final score was 48-25. East Ascension won that game. But if you were able to watch the game on television, a lot of fumbles and stuff. Even the Wildcats fumbled the opening kickoff. They bring it back for a touchdown. And I believe within 1 or 2 possessions later, Wildcats fumble again. They got a short field, and they go in and score, which made it a very easy game, a momentum game, starting out 12, 14-0.
Well, if you're, unfortunately, most of us are Saints and LSU fans. You can, how did it work out last night in turnovers? And then LSU, Tennessee, what happens in the opening kickoff? It turns the whole momentum of the game when turnovers happen early. And look, it's a for people who like stats. Whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the game. Right. I mean, time in and time out, especially when you have teams that are pretty equal, that turnovers matter. And once again, the wing T, you have a lot of misdirection, and look, it was the first time they ran it since last year. So I think we're going to see a lot better execution tonight.
All right, last week the Live Oak Eagles played Dutchtown, and they lost that game 28-0. The Live Oak Eagles have not scored a touchdown in in district yet. They lost to Denham Springs 33-0 to go to 0-1 in district, and then they lost to Dutchtown 28-0 to go to 0-2 in district.
And this is an elimination game. The loser of this game has no shot of making the playoffs. I mean, period. They don't. So, you know, this is, in essence, this is a playoff game for each team if they want to make the playoffs. So I think we'll see that kind of sense of urgency from both teams tonight, I believe.
So the new playoff format from the LHSAA, of course, we're looking at selected teams right now. There are now 43 teams in the select side. Zachary, number 1, with a record of 5-1. Ruston, number 2, 6-1. Neville, number 3, 5-2. And Slidell, number 4, 6-1. And the reason I mentioned Slidell, 6-1, of course, we played them in the scrimmage and played well. You know, both teams kind of struggled a little bit, but both teams have made improvements after the scrimmage.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, he ref Slidell 2 weeks ago. Actually, he has him tonight also. And he said 2 weeks ago about, you know, I said, what did you think of them? He says, man, defensively, they're really good. I said, well, it's the same thing I thought about them in the spring scrimmage. Defensively, offense, they do just enough, and defensively, they're very strong. So, very good team.
Looking at the other teams in the district, as far as where they are seated in the power rankings, it is Denham Springs, number 9 overall, 6-1 that record. Dutchtown, number 14, 4-2. East Ascension comes in at number 18, 3-4. Live Oak is number 26, 3-4, and Walker, number 28, with an overall record of 4-3. And Dan, tell us about the new format for the playoffs, with the buys and everything else.
Well, it's what I believe top 24 is going to make the playoffs. 24 or 28?
I thought it was 20. I think it's 28. I'm
28.
Not sure.
Okay,
I'm not
top 28.
Sure.
Look, I made no bones about the playoffs in LHSA. I think it's it still needs to be tweaked. I think the top 28, you know, the number 28 team. If you put all of the teams together, that number 28 team could beat a number 50 team, really. And they're just going to go travel to a lot higher seed and just get demolished. And I'm just not a fan. They still have a lot of work to do, LHSA, in getting these select, non-select. If that's what they're going to do, they need to take less teams in the playoffs. That's the only way to make the playoffs more exciting, is to put less teams and have better games. Nobody wants to go watch a 63-0 game. They don't. Right. Nobody wants to go watch it. No officials want to go call that kind of game. It just, nobody wants to see it.
We have the hype video playing here in Wildcat Stadium, and the Wildcats have just made their way to the sidelines. They'll wear the green helmets with the green jerseys and the green pants. And, of course, everyone's got some kind of pink on here tonight. Of course, they're bringing awareness to breast cancer awareness. As well as across the field there, the Live Oak cheerleaders coming out with the pink pom-poms, as well as the Walker cheerleaders with the pink pom-poms. We'll have the presentation of colors by the Walker High School JROTC, and we'll also have the playing of the Star Spangled Banner by the Walker High School Band of Legacy. So all the pageantry that goes on with Walker High School football is about to be on display here tonight.
Yeah, you know, most of these kids know each other, grew up with each other, been playing each other in football since they were, 7 years old. So, there'll be a lot of, big hits on the ground and trash talking on the ground. I used to love doing rivalries when I called games because the trash talking was just great. And, you let it go. As long as it doesn't get out of hand, it's kind of funny a lot of the times, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I went to Opelousas Catholic. 5th through 9th grade, and then when I transferred to Opelousas High School, we played Opelousas Catholic in the Jamboree, and so I knew every single person on the football team on the other side, which makes it fun. You're right.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I love doing the rivalries.
So we're waiting for the captains to come out now, as the officials are getting set, and the white hat is making his way toward the middle of the field. Of course, we'll have the Walker High School Band, the Legacy, perform at halftime. Didn't have them last time because we were at homecoming. We crowned the homecoming queen, and so this time we will have the Walker High School Band, the Legacy. Captains coming out now for both teams. Looks like number 78 for Live Oak is going to be Andrew Rukecki. Number 76 as well. Looks like Isaac Adamson. And number 1 will be Skylar Martin. Captains for the Wildcats, Dan?
Captains for the Wildcat looks like number 8, which is Tyler Smith. Number, That's
97.
97.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Number Charles Levy, and number 23.
33. It's kind of
33. Sorry,
yes.
Is Chandler Bell. I guess the rest of the press box does not want to listen to us.
So they're doing the coin flip here, and we'll just decide who gets the ball and who will get the ball the second half. So Live Oak will have their backs to Florida Boulevard, and Walker won the toss, and they will receive, and they'll have their backs to Burgess Avenue.
Not too many teams win the toss and receive anymore. Beautiful sky. I don't know if we can get a shot of that sky over the visiting bleachers, but that sky is awesome.
All right, we'll have the presentation of the colors at this time, and the colors are presented tonight by the Walker High School Marine Corps JROTC. Tonight's color guard consists of Cadet Sergeant Stephen McCullum, Cadet Sergeant Caroline Meserve, Cadet Lance Corporal Cullen Waldrop, and Cadet Lance Corporal Owen Waldrop. The ROTC is under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Tubbs and Gunny Sergeant Andre Sylvester.
And you've spoken to Gunny Sylvester, who's also the Teacher of the Year at Walker High School.
Absolutely, yeah, you are correct.
I actually saw him today and congratulated him. And he is just so humbled and kind of embarrassed by the whole thing. It seems like he's such a good man. And I found out that he and Colonel Tubbs, Lieutenant Colonel Tubbs, are taking a bunch of the ROTC to a competition in 2 weeks. They're going to Georgia. They're driving 2 vans and full of teenagers. And I said, Gunny, did spending 3 days with all those teenagers, did the Marines prepare you for that? He said, no.
Yes, congratulations to Mr. Gunny Sergeant Andre Sylvester, the Walker High School Teacher of the Year. A fine selection. A great guy, and always got a smile on his face.
He is here every day till at least 4 o'clock every single day. Mm-hmm. I see him leaving, and I told him that. I said, "You're the last teacher I see leave this parking lot because I'm here a lot." And he says, "Oh no." I said, "No, I'm serious. Your car's the only one left here. It's not hard to spot his car. He has a cop car.
He has a Marshall."
Yeah. What a good man.
Yes, he is, and congratulations to him. Wildcats will have their backs to Burgess Avenue. Back deep for the Wildcats will be number 2, Kedrick Brown. As well as number 29 back there will be Zion Russ, a sophomore, getting a chance to return the kick.
I think Walker took the ball, wants to, set the tone early and try to get on the board first and make Andre catch him.
I believe both teams come in here with the attitude that this is a winnable game, so that they both have the same thing of like this is a must-win game for each of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, similar records, but you know, look, Walker's beat themselves a couple times also.
Breek Schultz set to do the kicking duties for the Eagles. Here is the kick. Down to about the 1-yard line, handled by Brown. Makes his way up the 20-yard line. He is brought down to about the 23-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will take over first and 10.
He was one step from breaking that. If he could have swung those two defenders, he was racist. Just couldn't get through there. I just don't know why they kicked to him, first of all. I would have kicked away from him. So here's where Live Oak, you know, looks and sees. You know, like you said, they're prepared, but I think they're expecting the wing tee, but they're about prepared for both.
There you see Warren Young Jr. coming out, as well as C.J. McClendon, number 22. So it will be Warren Young in there at quarterback. And we'll have to see what the offense looks like once the ball is snapped. First down and 10 now. And it is the wing tee. It is a reverse.
Pass.
And back to Warren Young. So it's going to be a double pass. And then there's the pass is caught on the far side of the field and brought down at the 40-yard line. So we got a reverse pass on the first play.
Well, they obviously didn't look at film too well, because how many times has Coach Mahaffey let off the game with a trick play this year? I mean, if you looked at film, you have to be expecting it.
Caton Jones on the reception for the Wildcats. And this time Warren Young will be out at wide receiver to the far side of the field. And we have a new quarterback, number 48 in there, Troy Sylvan at quarterback. All right, we're going to take a look at the starting lineup for the Wildcats at this time. If we're ready in the studio, let's get to that. All right, big run by McClendon right there for another Wildcat first down. Silv still in that quarterback. Quick pass to the left side. This time Warren Young on the reception, and he goes out of bounds.
And that was a very nice release on that pass. I haven't seen him play this year. He is a big boy, and that was just effortless, that pass, and had some zip on it. Kind of odd for a quarterback to wear number 48, but
you are correct. It is very odd. 26 seconds on the clock. Second down and 2 now for the Wildcats. And then we have a stoppage on the play. And we have offsides on the defense.
Yeah. 65, encroachment number 65.
All right, number 65 is going to be Jake Adley, senior off lineman. You can see that up here, huh, Dan? The good guys have improved here.
Yeah, you know, the once a referee, always a referee.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it brings up a first down and goal now for the Wildcats. Here's the handoff to McClendon. Big pile up there. Trying to make something happen, and he'll get stopped right there at the 7-yard line. Second down and goal.
I never understood, you know, most teams when they get down by the goal line, they bring in extra tight ends and extra blockers. Why not spread the field wide open and get the box and then run the ball? Just, you know, I never understood that why coaches did that.
Second down and goal. Put a man in motion. Here is the handoff. Going around the left side and in for the touchdown. It will be Kedrick Brown on a 7-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it's a nice little jet sweep, and once you get that speed outside in a jet sweep, he's got a running head start, and it's kind of hard to catch him around the corner.
So the Wildcats changing it up here on this touchdown drive. The reverse pass, and then, of course, a new quarterback in there showing some arm strength. Getting the ball in the playmaker's hands, as you mentioned earlier, and Kedrick Brown with a 7-yard touchdown run. Now set to do the extra point duties is Allen. Here's the kick, and it is no good. So with 10:26 to play in the first quarter, you score Wildcats 6, Eagles nothing. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
I'm Aaron Ellis. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium in Walker, America.
After graduating from Walker High, I served in the Navy, then attended LSU on the GI Bill. I've been fortunate to be able to serve our community in many ways over the years.
I want to continue to serve by helping you solve your problems.
Aaron Ellis, from Livingston Parish, for Livingston Parish.
In life, there are some things that just go together, like a burger and fries, peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. State Farm's local agents are here to find the right insurance plan that pairs perfectly with you.
I'm Byron Gill, and we're proud supporters of the Walker community. Go Wildcats!
Call Byron Gill to get a quote today.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Welcome back to Walker High School. Chris will do along with Dan Murphy. Wildcats have just kicked off, and it will be Eagles football after the fair catch at the 27-yard line.
See what kind of offense we have from the Eagles. I mean, look, in the past, the Eagles used to kind of run that wing tee also when Coach Beard was there. Very good running team.
So the Eagles will look to the sideline. Starting quarterback will be number 6, and that's Sawyer Pruitt. Starting running back 26, Jamal Murphy. Will not get the first carry here. They got a change there. It'll be number 5, Logan Williams on the carry for the Eagles. And we'll take a look at the starters on defense now for the Wildcats.
All right, thanks. Logan Vincent at the beginning of this part. Vincent might not be there. Andrell Scott, number 82. Eric Hall, number 27. 32 pounds. Dante Flowers.
All right, there's some of the guys and girls back at the studio giving us the starting lineups on offense and defense. 3rd down and 5 now for the Eagles after the pass was incomplete as Pruitt was outside of the pocket. They'll look to the sideline for the play to be signaled in.
At 6 on 1st down, I mean, you would think you would go back to that run on 2nd down.
Play clock down to 5 seconds now. Here is the snap. Looks, throws, and it's going to be caught. Very nicely done by Dylan Drayton.
That was a great catch. He had a defender in his face. And he wasn't exactly very open either, and he just laid it up and very close to pass, defensive pass interference. But man,
correction, that was number 19, Cam Christ, I believe. The carry once again will be Williams. Logan Williams puts a head down and barrels his way forward.
You know, one thing Live Oak did see on film from especially the Dutchtown game is Dutchtown had their way running the ball against this Walker front. So, you know the rest of the year, everybody's going to look at that film and they're just going to run it right at them.
2nd down and 1 now. Here's a handoff to Williams again, trying the left side. Dancing around there and coming up and making the stop will be Carson Rocker for the Wildcats.
Mr. Carson Rocker, whose name we call several times during the game, always all over the field.
Carson starting free safety for the Wildcats, coming up and making the stop. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 now for the Eagles.
Got one-on-one at the top of the screen, a pretty tall receiver against a short defensive back.
Here is the snap. Hand off to number 12 this time. Hayden Everett tries to the right side.
A little short, yard short.
Let's see what kind of kick the Eagles have. If they look like they're bringing in,
they got to go for that.
A change of personnel. No, they're going to go for it. 4th down and 1 from the 21-yard line.
Be a 40-yard field, about a 39-yard field goal if they kicked it.
But they're going to go for it. 4th down and 1. So Pruitt will be under center. Handoff to the running back, number 34, Rosenthal.
Adam stop. He got it on second effort.
And he does get to the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, but he had him stuffed at the line. Just kept the feet going. Good play. And the Live Oak Band's playing that dreaded Florida Gator 1st down chant. And
16 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time for the Eagles here. They have the ball moving in a positive direction for them. This time we have 26 on the carry. That's going to be Jamal Murphy.
we're going to have a hold by the umpire. Let's see. Looks like number 75 was holding.
75, Logan Knapp, junior offensive lineman. We'll back him up 10 yards from the spot, which will bring up a 1st down and 20 from the 30-yard line.
I can't see the alarm clock laying in bed, but I can see holding.
It's more your element, Dan. 1st down and
training.
1st down and 20 now for the Eagles. They get to the line and see what kind of defense the Wildcats are in, and then they look to the sideline for an adjustment.
They have to take advantage of this at the bottom of the screen. We got one-on-one coverage, and look at the size difference. You just got to throw it up.
Pass is going to be complete. Excuse me. Pass is going to be complete to the near side of the field. McKenneth on the reception. Gain of about 7 on that one. Pruitt remains in at quarterback.
I would just keep working that matchup. Looks like you got about 6'2" against about 5'7".
2nd down and 13 now.
There it is.
Throwing in the end zone, one-on-one coverage, as you mentioned, Dan.
Yeah, make it
and
catchable.
It's going to be
threw it out the end
out
zone.
of the end zone, incomplete.
You got to make that catchable, but you got to give your player a shot. You know, we talk about the size matchup. Our Walker's own Brian Thomas this past weekend, you know, got some rave reviews on TV, just playing better and better for LSU every single week.
I still say it was a touchdown.
I didn't think it was.
I'm trying to give the hometown call there.
Hey, you know, you never see Brian Thomas show that much emotion, though. You know, he was pretty even keeled.
3rd down and long. Here's the pass. Going to be complete to the center of the field. Making a move and brought down at about the 3-yard line. Pass is going to be complete to Brandon Jones for a 1st down and goal situation for the Eagles.
Yeah, they kind of cleared out the zone and brought the wide guy into the middle of the field in the open spot. Good play.
Good job on the replay there back in the studio. Guys and girls from Walker High School doing a great job of bringing you this production. Pruitt under center, handoff to the right side, diving in and very close, but no touchdown. It will be Rosenthal again on the carry as Westmoreland doing a lot of changing in the backfield. A lot of different people getting their hands on the ball, trying to make something happen here for the Eagles. Second down and goal now from the 1-yard line. The Eagles pick up the pace here, going quicker.
He's in that time.
Here's Rosenthal again. And they're going to say they stopped him again.
You got a big quarterback. You just got to hit the quarterback and just push it in.
Good job by the Wildcat defense there up front, really stopping them on that last push there. The ball inside the 1-yard line now. As Pruitt goes to the sideline to get the play. Less than a foot to go here for the Eagles. Here's a snap, and there's the push.
I don't think.
And now they give him a touchdown, so it will be a 1-yard touchdown run by Sawyer Pruitt.
I thought they should have done that on first down.
So we are now tied 6-6, and then we'll have to see if Live Oak can make the extra point. Coming in for the Wildcats right now will be number 94, Montgomery. Holden will be Jace Griffin. Here is the kick by Schultz, and it is good. So with 4:59 to play in the first quarter, your score, Eagles 7, Wildcat 6. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat Football on Wildcat TV.
Carlisle's on Corbin, nominated for Best of 225, is Walker's newest vintage and gift store. Our team of vendors want to invite you to come on in and browse the wide variety of inventory. The abundance of home decor, timeless treasures, and vintage furniture at Carlisle's will make furnishing a new home or redecorating your current home easy and affordable. Take the quick drive to 31010 North Corbin Road. Carlisle's on Corbin, the shop that has it all.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch ribeye for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask. Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to. Absolutely, we're here for you. I guess I could just ask. Hey, do y'all have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you. At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the Wildcats will take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So trick plays out of the way now. Good old-fashioned wing tee, grinded out football here.
So we'll have to see what kind of offense Coach Mahaffey brings out here. Well, the second possession looks like Silva's going to remain in at quarterback. Hand off to Caden Jones this time, sophomore running back.
I mean, giving everybody, a lot of new faces since the last time we've done a game on TV.
Second down and 1 now after a 9-yard gain by Jones. Silva remains in, rolls to his right, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver, Aiden Brumfield.
And he hurried that pass. He had him wide open. He just flat out hurried it. I mean, there was no reason to he had a lot of time, nobody in his face, and the receiver was clear by about 3 yards, just threw it in the dirt. It's one of those 59-foot curveballs.
Third down and 1 now. And this is how you push the pile. You get past the 30-yard line, and First down, Wildcats.
Which is illegal in high school, but, you know, no one ever calls it. You cannot aid the runner in high school, but
right.
No one ever calls it. Never seen it called. And they gave him 2 yards or 2.5 yards on that. 3 yards.
Silva in that quarterback, put a man in motion. And that is going to be Kedrick Brown trying the right side. Looks like he'll lose a couple of yards on that play.
Kedrick Brown needs to use his speed and keep taking that wide. The cutback was not there. Live Oak had it. You just have to keep taking that wide.
Caden Jones comes out as Sylvester comes in. Second down and 12 now for the Wildcats. A look to the sideline. Coach Castello will signal in the play. Here is a pass. Quick pass to the right side. Pass is going to be caught by Jamari Evans.
I think we're going to see a Warren Young post pattern here soon. I don't think this guy in front of Warren Young can guard him. Surprised they're not rolling a safety up over the top of him.
Third down and 8 now for the Wildcats.
Man, you have no safety back there helping. You got to go deep. I know it's third down, but man, it is there.
They'll look to the sideline, and we have a timeout by the Wildcats, and we'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Hey, my name is George, and I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender, and honestly, the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
We'd love for you to come and check it out.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Welcome back to Walker High School. Third down and 8 now for the Wildcats.
You got nobody guarding a slot receiver here.
Here is Silv, drops back to pass, looks in the middle of the field. Warren Young has him and bounces off in his hand. He has it. Warren Young, it's going to be a touchdown. 65-yard touchdown catch.
And I swear I didn't call the play. But it's there. I mean, it's there for the taking. You just need to get it there. I don't think they have anybody back there that can guard Warren Young. And that was on his fingertips, wasn't it?
Yes,
Perfect pass.
He was able to tip it up in the air to himself and then make the reception.
Pass.
Here is the extra point is up, and it is no good. So at 2:24 to play in the first quarter, you score Wildcats 12 and the Eagles 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
My dream was always to help other people, but when I tried to start my own business, I quickly realized I was in over my head. That's when I called Alina Levine. She helped me navigate the complicated business of starting a business. But the help didn't stop there. Her friendly team of accounting experts handle all of the things that I never thought of when I started this journey, because I started my business to be a counselor, not an accountant. Thanks to Alina, now I'm able to focus on doing what I love, helping other people.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
All right, after the kickoff, the Eagles will take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kind of the receiver there kind of, I guess, got a little scared. He fumbled the kick, and he goes to run it down, and when he picks it up and looks up, there's 5 guys just ready to knock him out.
There you see some of the unique camera angles for this football game as some of the students actually use their cell phones and some of the new technology we have here. First down and 10 now. It'll be a handoff to Murphy on the left side. Jamal Murphy, a junior running back.
A lot of those got to think that they can run the ball on Walker. They kind of went to the pass last time. I mean, they wound up scoring, but still, I think Walker could be had on the ground. So I lost a towel or something.
Kind of interesting to have a red towel. And the back judge went and picked up the towel.
Yeah.
That was even more interesting. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Second down and 7 now for the Eagles. And the referee is going to call for the play clock to be reset. And we have a handoff, middle of the line.
Yeah, had the play clock reset because the clock was running when the back judge ran up and grabbed that towel off the field.
Murphy on the carry. Minimal gain there for the Eagles. We're down to 63 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Big stop here for Walker early.
Third down and we'll call it 6 now. Here's a handoff to Murphy again, dancing around the inside. Gets to about the 35-yard line. He'll be brought down right there. On the stop for the Wildcats, Connor Watts, and he'll bring up a 4th down in a punting situation. Look like there may be an Eagle down on the field, and it will be Murphy, it looks like, who is the injured Eagle.
Yeah, should be the last play. They can let the clock run out. They don't have to punt it. Well, no, they shouldn't have to punt it.
Again, we have an injury on the field. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
FMM is a full-service, turnkey maintenance and construction company that provides unsurpassed quality and customer service to our commercial and residential clients. We offer in-house HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and roofing services, as well as a number of everyday handyman repairs. At Facilities Maintenance Management, we want to be your single vendor solution.
Are you tired of local car commercials and their corny one-liners? Well, let's see how many we can fit into 30 seconds. We're exploding with deals. We're taking high prices and taking them to the curb. And there's a reason we've been the #1 Chevrolet dealer in Baton Rouge for the last 34 years. Because we have a huge selection of vehicles in flashing text, including the Equinox, the Traverse, the Malibu, and much more. So come and see us today or visit online and let us find the vehicle that's perfect for you.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
We're back with 14 seconds remaining. And Murphy was carried off the field during our commercial break, so hopefully that young man's going to be okay. Looks like the Eagles will let the clock expire, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. And we'll change sides. Your score, Wildcats 12 and the Eagles 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on WLFT. I'm sorry, Wildcat TV.
My family has been deeply rooted in Walker as far back as I can trace. My parents and grandparents are all graduates of Walker High.
I'm Caitlin Lockhart Cockerham, and I'm running for school board.
I have years of business experience, strong proven leadership skills, and most importantly, I am a mother with young children just entering the school system. I'm ready to bring a fresh, new perspective as your board member.
Caitlin Lockhart Cockerham. For our children, for our teachers, for our future.
Are you uncomfortably hot all day? Constantly dripping in sweat? Are you having a hard time with your AC? Kent's is what you need. At Kent's HVAC, we have many services to offer, such as AC repair, tune-ups, AC installments, and much more. Our locally owned company is proud to provide 24/7 services and send trusted employees to assist with any problems you may have. We make it a priority to give your family the comfort we know you deserve. Call us for all your HVAC needs.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Look. There you have the Hall of Fame for Walker High School being recognized on the field. And the Eagles will line up to punt as we start the second quarter here.
I would not expect this ball to go in the vicinity of Kedrick Brown. I would imagine if it does, it's a mistake, but you never know.
Put the ball on the Live Oak 34-yard line to officially start the second quarter. Here is the punt. Brown watches it bounce in front of him, then picks it up on a bounce and crosses the 40-yard line. He's at midfield looking for a block and continues to go, pushes a man out of his way, and it will be a touchdown for Kedrick Brown.
Like I said, I don't expect it to go there, but you never know, and see what happens when you kick it to him. How often do you watch LSU games now and see the problem they have with punt return and say, please put Brian Thomas back there? We saw what he did.
Oh, you're right.
At Walker for 3 years. We saw what he did on punt returns, and they've yet to try him.
You remember my nickname I had for Brian Thomas?
What?
Quicksand. Because every time he ran the ball, it looked like everybody else was trying to run in quicksand because they just couldn't catch up to him. So, yeah, I would love to see Brian Thomas return some kicks for LSU. Wildcats score again, which makes it an 18-7 game. We'll have to see if the extra point duties can be done here. We have a penalty on the field. We have to see who it goes against. Illegal procedure going to be called against the Wildcats. Now, I don't remember that. Do you remember if they did that same play on the other 2 touchdowns?
Yes.
And then they didn't call it then?
Well, nobody jumped.
Rocker goes to the sideline to talk to Coach Mahaffey. They'll back them up 5 yards. It'll now be a 25-yard extra point. Lining up for the kicking duties will be Allen. Here's the kick. And this is no good as well. So with 11:39 to play in the second quarter, your score, Wildcats 18 and the Eagles 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Moe's, we've always been inviting, but we have a bigger story to tell. A place that welcomes you to be you. Fresh, high-quality ingredients. We got that. Go ahead, do your thing. Come on, let's get weird. We don't judge. Moe's wants you to come in with your crew and their appetites. Dine in, pick up, or order on the Mo Rewards app. Either way, don't just stroll in, roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
And we're back. Williams on the kick return. Fields it at about the 10-yard line. He'll make his way to about the 30. I think I'll mark him down at the 31, maybe?
Yeah, 34 or something. 33. There you go. He kind of flew. Got tripped up and flew through the air.
I think I'll back it down 32. To the 32-yard line. All right. They'll take over on the 32-yard line. 18-7 our score now.
Somebody better go move the vehicle. They're about to get towed.
First down and 10 now. As Sawyer Pruitt looks to the sideline. Here's a handoff right up the middle and following his blockers and doing a good job. A new ball carry again. Braden Jones, number 14. So the Eagles really changing it up here as far as who they're giving the ball to and trying to find a hot hand there.
Yeah, look, you're winless in the district. You got people on the bench that are going to give you a spark. You got to put them in. I mean, look how many new people Walker's played tonight.
You're right. Both teams have
what's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. 5 seconds on the play clock. 3-2, and the Eagles do get it off. Here's a pass batted into the air, very high, and it was Patrick McKenzie who got his hands up there to bat it in the air, but the ball falls to the ground incomplete.
I think if he would have seen it right away, that he could have had a shot, but nobody else is going to run that down.
Third down and long now for the Eagles. We'll call it 5. Five seconds now on the play clock. Low snap, handled well by Pruitt. Dances around and he'll roll out to the right, and the pass is going to be incomplete. It'll bring up a fourth down situation.
I thought Pruitt could have run for that. I thought he had the first down easy, and he tried to throw back across his body, and that's never a good thing.
There you see Coach Castello.
I think most coaches would have that same feeling as whatever happened before, oh well, let's go.
Fourth down. Punting situation now for the Eagles.
I just punt this out of bounds. But he punts it to him again.
So Brown carries it. This time he's met right in the middle and brought down at about the 37-yard line for the Wildcats.
I just don't know why you punt it to him. It's like when Brian, going back when Brian Thompson was here. I don't know why teams would punt it to him. I mean, I don't know the stat of how many punts he took back for touchdowns, but it was amazing. It seemed like every game he took at least one back for a touchdown.
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. I'd like to see if any other wrinkles Coach Mahaffey's can bring in here. Here's a handoff to McClendon as Troy Silv remains in at quarterback.
You're going to see Live Oak try to put, Walker try to put something together here and kind of get some separation. You get up 3 touchdowns on a team that has very limited offense, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself.
Hayden Jones to the left, and he gets the handoff coming to the right, and he is brought down. Stop made by Cooper Smith for the Eagles. Third down and 8 now. Still long snap count here. Here's the snap. Fakes the pass. Makes a very athletic move. Rolls. Throws. Pass on the far side of the field is complete for another first down. Warren Young Jr. on the reception.
Where's this quarterback been hiding? I wonder if he's always been a quarterback, because the number 48. I wonder if
he's listed as a quarterback on our roster, so
it's kind of odd.
First down and 10. They make it into Eagle territory. Fake handoff is Silv, and he'll try the left side. Very good fake on the part of Jones as well. New running back coming in will be number 22, and that'll be C.J. McClendon. Also coming into the game will be number 3, Jamari Evans. As coming out of the game, Braden Sylvester comes out number 4. Second down and 6 now for the Wildcats.
I'm pretty sure Live Oak wasn't prepared for Silv, the quarterback, tonight. What do you think?
Oh, you're 100% correct. There's Warren Young Jr. again on the reception, and he gets another first down for the Wildcats.
I think Warren Young could have that out all night long, because they're not. He's already burned them once, so they don't want him to get behind him, so they're going to give him that cushion all night.
So the Wildcats have pretty much answered our question here, whether we're going to run the wing T or we're going to run the regular offense, and they're running the regular offense with different personnel.
The slot receivers that I think Workman in the slot, man, he can take it straight up the field.
McClendon on the toss to the right side, puts the head down and buries himself as he gains about 8 on that one.
Walker going fast here.
Second down and 2 now. Ooh, bad snap.
Just throw it.
Silv gets it, dances around, and he will be brought down for a loss of about 9 on the play.
Yeah, he could have got outside the pocket there and just heaved it out of bounds. Assuming no lineman went downfield.
Third down and 11 now for the Wildcats. Here's a pass to the right side. It's going to be complete to Jamari Evans. And see if he has enough for a first down. And we do have enough for a first down. Then we have the remaining 3 games for the Wildcats.
Yeah, next Friday we got the new district opponent, St. Amant Gators here. And then we finish with Denham Springs Yellow Jacket. It says away. That is correct. We just don't know what away that's going to be.
Okay.
How far away?
nothing officially announced. Of course, if you're like us, we hear rumors about where the game could be played. We'll have to see how things get closer and closer where the game will actually be played.
I heard from someone that the stadium was going to be ready by then, but they're making arrangements just in case. The game will not be here, I can tell you that.
Yeah, the Eagles are running around the field, and I think they have to get a timeout. So, yes, they do call a timeout. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat football.
Community College has a new facility in Livingston Parish. Whether you are interested in starting a career or looking for a new career, stop by the campus to learn about electrical, welding, nursing, university transfer pathways, and workforce training programs. Financial aid counselors and instructors are available and ready to answer questions and guide you through the enrollment process. Affordable tuition, quality education, and a convenient location. Build your future at North Shore Technical Community College.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
Second down and 1 now for the Wildcats. Fake handoff to McClendon. Throw in the back of the end zone. And Warren Young makes it look easy. And it is a touchdown. Great pass, great catch. Warren Young with a 15-yard touchdown catch.
That was a nice play design. He kind of they ran the wide guy. They did a little cross right at the line of scrimmage, and Warren Young kind of almost did a wheel route out to the corner of the end zone. Just a great route, great pass.
24-7 is our score here in this District 5A contest. And the Wildcats will now go for 2. It will be a reverse to Warren Young.
The Philly special.
And he will throw it in the end zone. Pass going to be complete to Jamari Evans. So the Wildcats now have a 26-7 lead with 6:43 to play in the second quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
History repeats itself. We've all heard the phrase, but what happens when history becomes lethal? In 1964, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a report citing health risks with smoking. Marlboro Cigarettes releases a statement. Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential customer. Now, in 2022, e-cigarette popularity skyrockets. This reality is no longer a battle of the past, but a war of the present. History repeats itself, but maybe it doesn't have to.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Here's the kick, fielded by the Eagles at about the 20-yard line. Bounces off the chest, and it will be Eagle football at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take that to try to make Live Oak go 75 yards for a score. I'm sure Walker's okay with that coverage.
Tell you what, ever since the first possession for the Eagles, Wildcat defense has really figured things out and really stopped them, and the Eagles have had a hard time moving the ball after their first possession.
Yeah, I just don't know how many options Live Oak has in offense. I mean, you know, been trouble greatly scoring this year.
First down and 10. Pruitt looks to the sideline, fakes the handoff, fakes the screen, and Terrell Scott back there to make the sack. Good job by the big tall guy, Kentrell Scott, a junior.
Yeah, that was a great pass rush on the outside, but quarterback's got to feel that and move around in the pocket. He just kind of sat there.
Big loss on the play. Loss of about 7 on the play. Second down and 17 now for the Eagles.
I'm not sure Live Oak has a play in their playbook for 17 yards to gain.
Pruitt looks the pass, throws, complete, and it's in and out of the hands. Looks like had his man in the hands of McKenneth, but it looks like McKenneth started running before he caught the ball and dropped it.
Yeah, you can call it what you want. That ball hit him right smack in the hands. I might see him come right back to that same play.
Bryson McKenneth, a senior wide receiver.
Nothing slows down a pass rush like a good screen pass also.
Here's 3rd and long. Pruitt looks, makes his way through the Wildcat defense, and it's going to be almost intercepted.
That was
wow.
That was a lot of traffic over there he threw into. A lot of traffic.
Looks like it was Kedrick Brown playing a little defense there. Almost had an interception there. Had a little bit too much confidence on with the ball coming there.
First it was
bumped into somebody.
Well, first it was almost caught, and then it was almost intercepted.
We have a referee tying a knot over here at the 46-yard line.
Let's see if they punt to him again. I think he's way too deep based on the first 2 punts.
Kedrick Brown stands at the Live Oak Eagle 50-yard line. Comes up to the 45-yard line, touches the ball, but they get on it and jump, and ball's still on the ground, and the Eagles have it. It'll be first down and 10 for Live Oak. Coming up with the ball will be Cooper Smith, number 29.
Yeah, looked like he should have called a fair catch. Well, no, he had plenty of time. He just kind of had alligator arms there, and he tried to field it way too far away from him. But look, it's a mistake that you live with when you have an athlete back there who can do what he did, first time he touched it.
So after the muff, Live Oak will take over first down and 10. And now we have a ball on the field.
That should be Live Oak's ball that they kicked with. They threw it to the wrong sidelines.
First down and 10 now for Live Oak. They'll look to the sideline for the play call changed. Blitz showing by Rocker. Coming up on the stop will be Marie Call.
Usually these kicking balls are the oldest, worst balls that they have.
Right.
They have, I've thrown so many kicking balls out of place, and no. This isn't a football. This is a basketball. Get it out of here.
As a center, I used to hate it because, like you said, whenever we practice at practice, we used the kicking balls, and they were like big balloons. And then we get into a game situation, they wanted to use the brand new game balls, and I couldn't grip it because it was so brand new, and I didn't have any grip on it when I was trying to snap it. This one is going to be complete to the middle of the field. Looks like it's going to be Cam Christ.
Yeah, just hooking up right in the zone there. So again, I think those plays are there all night. They have to be patient.
But I'm with you to have rather consistency with the balls in the game, even, Third down and 4 now for the Eagles. Pruitt looks to pass. Blitz coming in. Does an athletic move and gets out of it. Gets hit again. This time it's going to be complete to the far side of the field. Brandon Jones. It'll be a first down for the Eagles.
That was a very athletic play. I don't know who was that missed him? 24. Travion Thomas, he had him dead to rights in the backfield. He just didn't break down, and just one little sidestep, and he went right by him.
First down and 10 now. The back with Williams in the backfield with Pruitt. Williams goes to the right of Pruitt this time. Pruitt, quick slant, incomplete.
It's a very tall defensive end to try to get that pass by.
That would be Scott on the deflection there. Second down and 10 now with 3:47 to play in the second quarter. Play clock down to 10. Eagles have plenty of time. Pruitt calls for the snap. Looks, throws right up the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Once again, trying to go to Brandon Jones.
Yeah, was definitely not his first choice. He was looking out to the left here, look wide, out to the left. Not his first choice, but once again, I think it was a pass that hit him in the hands. He just dropped. Now, it would have been a minimal gain, but still, got to help your quarterback out.
Yeah, it looks like he's putting the ball where it needs to be as far as placement.
No doubt.
But they're just not coming up with the receptions. Third down and 10 now for the Eagles. Eagles really slowing the game down here. Down to 4 seconds on the play clock here. And this one's going to be incomplete, as it looks like he may have hit Kedrick Brown in the back as Kedrick had his face to the receiver. Got a flag down at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think he had his hands on him. Yeah, he had his hands on him. Good call.
This is going to be pass interference, Dan?
Yes, pass interference.
Wait for the white hat to make his way to the press box here. Pass interference against the Wildcats. After the penalty, it'll be first down and 10. Eagles moving the ball now. Walker High School Band, The Legacy, will be performing at halftime, as well as the Live Oak Band. I see those guys and girls staged in the end zone.
When the band was on the field before the game, I'm looking and I see all the tuba players. I'm like, how do you choose a tuba when you're starting out and just go home and say, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm joining the band. I need an instrument. Okay, go pick up. No. I need a tuba. So, do you get put in there? You get say, hey, I need tuba players.
Going on by Mr. Hurst
plus,
and Mr. Sigmund.
You got to carry that thing. Can't be light.
The tuba guys are the cool guys. They really are in the band. They really are. 10 seconds now, second down and 9. Put two guys super wide over here. Now we have a timeout on the field, and it will be a timeout by the Live Oak Eagles. And we'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football.
Here at Sleep City, we're so excited about partnering up with the Walker High Wildcats. For over a decade now, I've been helping customers find a more personalized sleep experience through selecting a new mattress. At Sleep City, we have a new Power Cool mattress which literally blows cold air as you sleep. If personalized comfort is your thing, try our new Instant Comfort mattress. Here at Sleep City, we treat our customers like friends and family. We know that when you come here, you're looking for a good mattress and a great deal. I'm Trevor Hinkle, and I want you to know that's a promise we can deliver.
Sombrera's Mexican restaurant offers our customers some of the most authentic and delectable Tex-Mex cuisine in the area, all served in a family-friendly atmosphere. We use only the freshest ingredients of the highest quality, from our delicious enchiladas and burritos to our amazing chicken steak or shrimp fajitas, the house specialty. We have something to please everyone. Join us for food and fun at Sombrera's Mexican restaurant.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
12-yard line. We're at the 12-yard line, second down and 9. Pruitt handles the snap, rolls to his right, going to be brought down for a sack. Marique Hall will get credit for a sack on that play.
Yeah, the snap kind of threw the timing off in the whole play. I don't know if it was a bad snap or it was just a mishandled snap by the quarterback.
It's almost like the way the game has been going for the Eagles there, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think the Eagles have to get all of this on third down. I think they're going to go for it on fourth. Only get about half.
Pruitt looks, happy feet, dances around. Good pressure by the Wildcats, and he'll be forced out of bounds, and they're going to bring him down. There's going to be a penalty. Yeah. Flags fly everywhere.
You got to let go.
Not a smart move there by the Wildcats, and it'll be was it an automatic first down for the personal foul?
It's not automatic first down.
They'll go half the distance to the goal here.
Well, it's kind of tough. It was tough to let go because the defender was airborne. He grabbed a hold of the quarterback, and he was airborne. And he was holding on, and he didn't really throw him down out of bounds. He just kind of fell with him, looking at the replay. And look, I don't know why the white hat is calling that from so far away. You had a wing guy right in front of it that could have made that call.
Personal foul against the Wildcats, and it'll bring up a fourth down even after the penalty there. They haven't moved the down marker yet.
Still going to be fourth down. Well, no, it should be. Well, it depends if he said it was a dead ball foul. It should be third down if he called it a live ball foul. See,
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, Dan, about the penalty. Since they declined the penalty and just left it where it was.
No, they did not. They did not call a timeout, but it depends on if he called that a dead ball or a live ball foul.
Here is the field goal attempt. It is no good as the Eagles missed the field goal by Schultz.
Well, obviously, he called that a dead ball because it was a late hit. So late hit is obviously after the whistle, so it is a dead ball foul, so that is correct. Should have been fourth down.
So it was a missed field goal. And the Eagles could have had 10 points, but the score remains 26-7 here.
And all of the fans are in the stands saying, well, it's a personal foul. How come it's fourth down? Why isn't it first down?
.201 and halftime. We'll have both bands performing for you. Live Oak Eagle Band and the band of Legacy from Walker High School. Next game for Live Oak, they will play East Ascension. That'll be a home game for Live Oak. The next game for Walker will be Santa Maria Gators come to town. That game will be right here at Wildcat Stadium. Here is a handoff. Wildcats getting some positive yardage. 2 yards on the carry there. Looks like we have an injured Wildcat on the field.
You just don't know if Coach Mahaffey's going to sit on this. It's not like him to sit on it. 2 minutes left.
Looks like 68 going to be Riley Kirby. Or is that 58 Mason Ball? Coach Mahaffey making his way out to the field here. Check on this player.
Usually those linemen catch a leg whip or body into their knees. It's a brutal position to play.
Yeah, the Live Oak Eagle training staff coming out as well to check on the injured player.
It's not good that many people are huddled around for this long.
course, we hope everything's all right with this injured player here. Wildcats will finish up the season versus Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Denham Springs 6-1 on the year, and their stadium is still in the process of being built, and it still hasn't been determined if the stadium will be open or if the game will be played at a neutral site, so to speak. But they don't want it to be a home game for Walker, basically. Even though I've heard in the past that it will be just switched next year. If the game is played here at Wildcat Stadium, then it will just be played at Denham Springs next year. Coming off of it'll be number 58, the injured Wildcat, and that is Mason Ball, the senior offensive lineman.
Yeah, very, can't put a whole lot of weight on that, I'm guessing, knee.
And I actually spoke to Mason a couple of days ago. I saw him in the hall, and I said, Mason, I wanted to tell you, I said, I agree with what you did when we played Mandeville at Fountain Blue. I said, one of the Wildcats was on the ground, and they had one of the skippers on top of him, and he was, going at it with him. And you went over there and, pushed him off, and you got a penalty thrown on you. I said, but, man, you got to take up for your players, I mean, so that's one of those unwritten rules that, you're going to protect your guys no matter what. You're going through blood, sweat, and tears since July,
Right.
Very gingerly walking off the field here. I'm going to find a spot for him. And now it will be 2nd down and 8 as we get back to live action here on the field. Silv Rose looks downfield, throws complete to Jones. Jones dances around, makes something happen, and gets out of bounds. Have to see where they mark him at about the 31-yard line to see if it'll be enough for a first down.
He had Warren Young wide open about 10 yards further down the field. It was just wide open, just standing there.
Caden Jones on the reception, and it gets another first down for the Wildcats. Dietrich Brown will make his way across the field. They'll go trips to the left now. Silv looks to his left, throws in out of the hands, right in the hands of Workman there. Austin Workman.
Now, he tried to run before he had the ball. You could see him try to take off.
There at the Walker High School student section. Not really sure what the theme is this week. Looks like it's going to be a pink out game, basically, or
I don't know what they have.
So the guys and girls back at the studio tell us it's country versus country club. I appreciate that. Silv Rose to his left, looks downfield, throws a little bit high, caught with. Let's see if they give him his forward progress, but there's no referee there to mark it.
Yeah, there he is. I didn't see him. A little short. I don't think they gave him full progress in that catch, but got a timeout, Walker.
Timeout, Walker. All right, we'll take a break with him. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
I don't really know what comes next, I'm just doing.
Hi, I'm Tammy Teo. And I'm Brandy Walker. Do you have a roof leak, wind damage, or missing shingles? Well, Teal Roofing is here for you. Call for your free roof inspection and we can work directly with your insurance company.
We are a local and family-owned business. Both of us are proud Walker High alumni and proud to serve our community. At Teal Roofing, your roof
is our passion.
And most importantly,
go Wildcats!
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
They're having a problem with the clock here, not starting it. Kind of hard to run a hurry-up offense with a brand-new quarterback, though. Challenge.
First down and 10. Pass is going to be complete to the left side and moving up, making some positive yardage here again.
Another timeout.
And now we have
Walker.
another timeout by the Wildcats with 57 seconds remaining. And that will be Walker's last timeout. And the Eagles will have one timeout remaining. A lot of timeouts taken in this first half, huh, Dan?
Yeah. You kind of hate it. I kind of hate it when coaches used every last timeout they had, because you're taking 12 timeouts in the game. I mean, that adds another, adds about another 15 minutes to the game.
Yeah.
I was sitting in Joey Sanchez's office today, this afternoon. We were talking about football, and we were talking about, the good old days where games last, 2 hours was a long game. I said, and I told them, I said, the one rule, and I've talked about it on the air, is that they have to change, is they have to go to the college and pro rule where the ball goes out of bounds. You stop the clock momentarily, and then you start it again, because these high school games will last in 3 hours, and it's too long. He said the other day they had a freshman JV doubleheader. It started at 5:30, and get out here till 10 o'clock at night. I mean, it's ridiculous. They got to do something about the clock situation in high school.
So when does the clock stop completely, and then they go back to old rules? Inside of 5 minutes or 2 minutes?
I think it's 2 minutes.
Here, Silv looks to throw. This one, a wounded duck, goes in the air, and it falls incomplete.
And that's why he plays defense, because that hit him, I want to say, right between the numbers. Yep. Oh, well, he was fighting off one of his own players trying to catch that.
Wyatt Twines looks like the guy who had a hand on it, but looks like a couple of Eagles trying to make the reception here. 3rd down and 3 now. Here's a quick pass to Brown on the right side. Makes a move, and good job of downfield block holding there by
might have got away with
Jamari Evans. Was that what you were seeing too,
no,
Dan?
I saw the little shove in the back right here, right at the point of contact. Let me see on the replay if he... Yeah, just slightly. Yeah, a little hold.
Here's another pass by Silv, and that's going to be complete again to Jamari Evans to the right side.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this new offensive specialty players, really working well for the Wildcats. Eagles trying to get a player off may have
That's a
not get him off on time there, and they may have called a timeout there. Looked like Jake Adley trying to run off the field, and that is going to be the last timeout of the first half, as each team has used all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah, it's a long half, long game.
Now I'm going to take the opposite side of what you said about the timeouts there. If you're as far as a coaching standpoint, there's a whole lot of situations that happened in the first half that you should have taken a timeout to make sure you discussed it, but a lot of teams don't use them in the first half as they should. And
I think a timeout is more valuable than a 5-yard penalty. How many times you're watching a game or end of the half or end of the game when you said, man, if we only had all 3 timeouts left. Well, we wasted one because the play clock was running down and we didn't want a 5-yard penalty. If I'm coach, I say, take the 5-yard penalty. But so
I'm under the mindset of, if you have a situation like a 4th down and 2 or something like, take a timeout there and then make sure you have everything where you need it to where, and you're not just rushing into it to run a play.
We got Kedrick Brown one-on-one at the bottom here. I would look for, you got one-on-one at the top. Let's see where that safety is going to roll. Just going to stay in the middle of the field. There he is. He's open.
Looks to the left, throws to his right. Out of the end zone again. Has his man in the end zone. But Troy needs to watch
we got a hold, I believe, from Walker.
Need to put a little bit more touch on the ball, make sure it lands in the end zone. And we have a penalty flag down at the 22-yard line.
That's a lot of conversation for a hold, so we'll see. That's a lot of conversation.
Yes,
hey,
it is.
Hold, 56. I mean, it doesn't take that many words, but nope, he's waving it off.
All right, no flag on the play.
Yeah. I've had those conversations before.
And, you know, you want to make the right call and you want to throw the flag when there is a penalty. But at the same time, if it's not a penalty, just go ahead and discuss it and say, you know what, I think it wasn't a penalty, or I wasn't 100% sure, and just wave it off, and you don't lose any respect or anything else. The game just continues on. It's something that happens.
But then the opposite coach wants to say, whoa, what's going on? What do you mean you waved it off? You threw a flag.
Mm-hmm.
I've had those conversations too.
Eagles show blitz. Here is the pass just in and out of the hands of Jamari Evans. A little bit high. We'll bring up a 4th down, and the Wildcats will probably go for it here with 13 seconds remaining in the first half.
I had an umpire call a holding penalty on a touchdown run in the playoffs, and when I always go up to him, what's the number? He gives me the number, and I look around, and the number he gives me, I said, he's on the defense. And he's like, oh, you know, and I waved the flag off. And and as soon as I waved the flag off, I could hear the other coach screaming at me.
4th down now for the Wildcats. And now we have a flag thrown by the
75.
white hat.
So as one you're in a 2-point stance, and your weight starts going back, and you say, please snap it, please snap it. You just go back.
So we'll bring up a 4th down and 9 now. Still 13 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you're going to see one of these. I think Keidra Brown's going again. It's there. He just needs to throw it in bounds. Oh, there he
dances around. Troy will dance around. He makes a move down at the 10-yard line, brought down. No timeouts.
They got the clock.
2 seconds remaining. They got to get
They
up
don't
there.
have time to clock it.
They don't have time to clock it. You got to say,
no,
run a play and let's get it done.
It's got to be spotted. No, he missed. Oh, they let it. No, they had a second. And I don't know if they're going to give it to him, but he had a second. Because I was looking at the clock when the referee signaled timeout, they had a second left.
They're going to discuss it here.
Discuss it.
But the Eagles are headed toward their end zone. There's no time officially on the clock here. We're going to keep it right here.
What I believe they started the clock late. I don't think there should have been any time left. But when I looked when the referee signaled that it snapped it, there was 1 second left on the clock. And unfortunately, the white hand can't make this call because his back's to the clock. So it's really the umpire's clock.
They have 6 officials there discussing whether or not the Wildcats will get a one more play.
And I have a halftime score. Dutchtown's beating St. Amant 28-0 at half.
So now the white hat will make his way to the press box.
Nope. I think he's given a second. Nope.
He's going to say it's halftime. All right, so nothing doing there. We're at halftime here at Wildcat Stadium. Your score, Wildcats 26 and the Eagles 7. We come back to our halftime.
I'm Aaron Ellis. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium in Walker, America.
After graduating from Walker High, I served in the Navy, then attended LSU on the GI Bill. I've been fortunate to be able to serve our community in many ways over the years.
I want to continue to serve by helping you solve your problems.
Aaron Ellis, from Livingston Parish, for Livingston Parish.
In life, there are some things that just go together, like a burger and fries, peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. State Farm's local agents are here to find the right insurance plan that pairs perfectly with you.
I'm Byron Gill, and we're proud supporters of the Walker community. Go Wildcats!
Call Byron Gill to get a quote today.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, that was the Soaring Skyboss Live Eagle Marching Band and their dance team along with that. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing episode 1 of Are You Smarter Than a High Schooler?
Do your teachers know the things that they teach you? This is Are You Smarter Than a High Schooler?
Great, let's start that over. Okay. Antarctica, Asia, North America, South America,
Australia, whatever it's called.
this is going to be That's amazing. Africa, Europe, X over Y. No, rise over Y. Y equals MX plus B.
The angle of a triangle.
I know that you do it in geometry.
I'm ready, let's go.
What does punto stand for?
Pin what?
Exponents, parentheses.
I don't know, but it sounds like it's being a rap song.
And now, the Walker High School Band of Ladies here.
The Golden Wildcats are under the direction of sponsors Jeremy Rotolo and Brooke Bayheim. Dance coach and choreographer is Emily Edwards. Dance team co-captains are Anna Gostro and Ashton Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Band of Legacy, the Golden Wildcats, along with their special guest, performing to Ain't No Other Man.
Oh, that did not go good. Okay. To continue the halftime entertainment, the Band of Legacy will perform their marching festival show entitled Magical Mystery Tour. Songs include Magical Mystery Tour, White Rabbit, Hit the Road Jack, Academe Miles, and Bridge Over Troubled Water. Soloists are Brayden Watson on trumpet and Lauren Lott on telephone. Trumpet duet is Taylor Pittman and Josh Pendleton. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Magical Mystery Tour, Walker High, and the Legacy.
Oh, they have swords! They have swords! Bro, what is this performance? Jonathan. I'm gonna get rid. Yeah, no. What is this performance? He wants you to be at the gate, I'm assuming. Bro, what is this performance? This is actually really good. Bro put spies in my brain and thinks I care. I can't laugh while holding the camera. Don't make me laugh while holding the camera.
Give it up for your Walker Wildcats, Band of Legacy.
Coming up to the field. Zombies.
Now for the challenge of the week.
Carlisle's on Corbin, nominated for Best of 225, is Walker's newest vintage and gift store. Our team of vendors want to invite you to come on in and browse the wide variety of inventory. The abundance of home decor, timeless treasures, and vintage furniture at Carlisle's will make furnishing a new home or redecorating your current home easy and affordable. Take the quick drive to 31010 North Corbin Road. Carlisle's on Corbin, the shop that has it all.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch ribeye for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask.
Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to.
Absolutely, we're here for you.
I guess I could just ask.
Hey, do you have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you.
At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
Woo!
So unhappy to be here. You can't see where I'm looking, but I see my parents. Do you want to swap after the 3 minutes you want to swap? There's 3 minutes until the third quarter.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, we'll swap now because I want to ask my parents for a drink.
Yeah.
I'll do fourth quarter.
Okay.
I don't care. Shut up. Little spies.
Now playing Walker High School Shout Out of the Week.
Folks around know it's welcome back to the second half of play. The Wildcats are set to kick off the Eagles, and the Wildcats lead 26-7.
All right, we are back here at Walker High School.
Wildcats are ready for Allen to kick
has
off.
the ball teed up, and we're ready to get this one kicked off for the second half of this game, Walker versus Live Oak. Robert Bugox gave us a couple of stats here. We'll go over those after the kickoff here. Here is the kick. Hits at about the 16-yard line. And brought down right at the 20-yard line for the Eagles. And the return was Hayden Everett. Walker had 16 rushes for 87 yards. Passing Wildcats 13 out of 18, 214 yards. And one young junior, 121 yards receiving. It was 160 yards passing by Silv in his first appearance of the year. We have a penalty on the play. And they're going to move the ball up 15 yards.
We have a face mask on Walker there. Looked like number 82 in the face mask.
And it was Live Oak with 110 yards of total offense. So the Wildcats, the Eagles. They'll start at the Eagle 37-yard line. First down and 10. Got to get everything sorted out here. Get the right ball to the right sideline.
I guess is that a 5-yard face mask? Where was the tackle? Not sure.
Is that the 20-yard line? Yeah, you're
Was
right.
it a 20? Oh no, it was a 15.
Nonetheless, first down and 10 for the Eagles. 10 seconds on the play clock now as Pruitt looks to the sideline, and here is the snap. Pruitt with the option now to the left side. Option to Braden Jones.
I haven't seen the option the whole game. They break out the second half with the quarterback option. Didn't fool anybody.
McKenzie comes up and makes a stop there. And 3 wide receivers to the right. No defensive players by the Wildcats. Probably given a 12-yard cushion over there to number 9. Braden Jones has nobody on him out wide.
That's a long pass, though. You have time to make that up.
He looks over there and throws to.
Once again, hash mark to far sideline is a hard throw in high school football.
He goes to him. The coaches saw it also. How far he was backed off.
Well, he could have been baiting the quarterback also. Looked like he had safety help rolling over the top of him so he could be aggressive when he saw the receiver stop him.
Third long, please.
Third down and 12 now. Who calls for the snap, looks to his left, pump fakes, and it's going to be met by the Wildcats, and it's going to be Evan King comes up with a sack.
He looks very uncomfortable in the pocket. Doesn't really move around the pocket well. His first option was taken away, but he just stands there. I mean, he's got to help his offensive lineman out a little bit and move around in that pocket.
Kendrick Brown stands back at his own 40-yard line. Eagles will be doing the punting duties here. Parker Westmoreland, the deep snapper here for the Eagles, who is Mr. Westmoreland's son.
Catch by Brown.
A little bit of tangled up is Mr. Westmoreland.
Number 50 for that's who that was.
That's him.
Yeah,
that's Westmoreland's son.
I'm going to take it fourth quarter for you.
He got a little special team action there.
I'm taking fourth quarter for you.
No, you're running down the point and say, okay, who can I hit? Who can I hit? There he is. I'm going to even really hit him.
And I'm going to actually do shit this time. What?
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats after the punt. 10:24 to play.
Jones on the carry.
Jones on the carry to the right side. He'll be brought down at the 37-yard line.
Live Oak's still playing these receivers. Look like man-to-man. Got a safety in the middle of the field.
About 7 on the play, second down.
You would think that they're going to take another shot here with this. The safety's rolling over to the top of the field here.
Here's a handoff to McClendon, dancing around and crosses midfield and into Live Oak territory. Brought down at the Live Oak 46-yard line. First down and 10.
When you have a truck in the backfield, I don't think you would just give it to him. He is a load.
I'll tell you what, the Wildcats have really shown that they have a lot of new weapons here to choose from, and so substitution coming in as Rutherford comes in for the Wildcats. McClendon dancing about, he'll lose a couple of yards on that play.
Technically, he probably would not be an eligible receiver there. He did not go inside the numbers. You know, at the ready, you have to, to be eligible, you have to go inside the numbers, and he kind of stood right outside the numbers there. So if he would have gone out and caught a pass, I wonder what they would have done. What the referees would have called it.
Second down and 12 now as receivers on the far side of the field. Young trying to make sure they're on the same page with the quarterback. Handoff to McClendon, goes to the left side. Host of Eagles there, and he is brought down.
McClendon trying to go wide again, which we've talked about in the past broadcasts. Not his, you know, his strongest suit to go wide. We like to see him stick that foot in the turf and get up. I'd like to know what the total yards are after the first drive for Live Oak.
High snap. Silv handles it. Rolls. Blocking the with a penalty flag down.
I think it was a flag or a beanbag. A flag?
Yeah, it is a flag.
Yeah, it is a flag. Yeah. Sure is. Okay.
Okay.
Still brought down to the wall.
No doubt decline that.
Flag on the play.
Fourth down and punt.
Decline after the sack. Wildcats are bringing their punting team.
Illegal block on the Wildcat.
We have a new punter in there, number 84. And it's been Junior.
It's the first punter in there?
For the Wildcats, yes. Young averaging 33 yards per punt. This takes a slow bounce. And they'll down it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
8:07 to play in the third quarter.
But Emily was just saying, I said the S word.
37. 38, excuse me.
You did? But then she said I was at play action. I've never been up to play action before.
Big game in Baton Rouge.
Maybe they can hear us on this thing too.
Comes to town. LSU is Ole Miss's rival, and I don't think it's the other way around. I don't think LSU considers Ole Miss a rival. Used to
anymore,
yeah,
you're correct.
Used to
Dang, L. They can hear. Oh, okay.
Eagles will stack receivers on both sides. Kind of unique formation there, and a handoff. Trying to get something running there is going to be Jones, Braden Jones on the carry.
Did you know when Billy Cannon made the Halloween run that won him the Heisman Trophy to beat Ole Miss, LSU lost either next week or the week after to Tennessee and played Ole Miss again in the Sugar Bowl and against Ole Miss, where Ole Miss beat them. But they had voted, the players had voted not to play in the Sugar Bowl, but they made them play anyway, and they didn't feel like being there, and Ole Miss beat them because they lost the national championship. Because they won the national championship next year after the holiday.
Jones on the carry again. First, number 14, Jones for Live Oak, and number 31, Caden Jones for Walker. Second down and short now.
Live Oak needs to be needs to have a little sense of urgency here.
Has there always
Down
been microphones with good cameras?
down by
Have there always been microphones with
3
good cameras?
scores.
It's
They're
that
kind
one
of
that
taking a little sweet time.
Oh.
You're right.
I didn't know these
Still
had
using up a lot of time on the play clock. Play clock now down to 10 seconds.
Well, they're daring. They have this at the bottom of the screen one-on-one if they want to go for it.
Yeah, definitely have the height advantage here.
Yep.
Jones on the carry again. Tries the left side. And number 17, McKenna, looks like he's about at least 6'4", going against number 20, and then Jaden Bardalis, who probably looks like he's about
5'7",
maybe. Yeah.
But you gotta give him a chance. You gotta throw it.
Fourth down and short now for the Eagles. We'll call it 4th down and 3.
You got down to 6 minutes left in the third quarter, which is flying by, and they're just milking the clock.
Here is the snap, and he's going to be brought down and sacked again. Coming in, Marique Hall for the sack for the Wildcats, and the Eagles will turn the ball over on downs.
I mean, they took. I don't know what their clock was when they took over the ball, but I'm guessing they ran 4 or 5 minutes off, and nothing to show for it. That's got to be very deflating for their defense coming on the field.
So the Wildcat offense will take the field again. Troy Silv will remain in at quarterback. Warren Young will be the wide receiver to the right, as well as Evan King. Correction, not Evan King. That'll be Aiden Brumfield on the reversal.
It's one of those ones where Brumfield spun on top of the defender. And if the defenders would have let go, I don't think the refs blew it dead yet, but very often you see that blown dead. You know, Walker's going to...
Where he's not actually on the ground, where he's on
Right.
the defender, and he could have kept running.
Yes. You're going to see Walker start running this play clock down.
Second down and 11 now for the Wildcats. Here is a snap. And hit as he's thrown is Silv, and pass will be incomplete.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time. They were trying to take advantage of the one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. Just didn't have time. But Silv looks like a big, strong kid, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Caleb Smith comes in and puts pressure on him. You're right, Silv has good pocket presence. He has a lot of confidence also for somebody who is first time playing a quarterback this year, you know?
I heard the freshman team offensive line is bigger than the varsity offensive line.
Third down and 13 now. Silv looks, and it's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact there before the ball got to Warren Young.
It was behind the line of
scrimmage. It was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
How does the ruling work on that if it's thrown behind the line of scrimmage?
It's not interference behind the line of scrimmage.
So in high school, if he does throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, even though it's forward, it's still considered a rush?
No.
Or it's still a pass?
It's
still a pass, okay.
That was read perfectly by Live Oak. And, the defender thought he had a pick six.
Fourth down, and the Wildcats will punt this one.
Coming after him.
And Allen punts the ball and takes a Wildcat bounce.
Just let it roll. We don't need to touch it. Nobody's there. Make the ref blow it dead.
So the Wildcats punt this one. And Live Oak will take over with 4:43 to play in the third quarter. They'll walk the ball down to the Live Oak 24-yard line.
You'd think Live Oak's got to stop running the ball down by 3 scores. can see Walker has one defender that is 11 yards off the ball. Everybody else is within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
New quarterback in, Caden Jones now in for the Eagles. And he throws the ball complete to number 12, and that's going to be Hayden Everett on a reception. So Coach Westmoreland changing things up at quarterback here as Caden Jones comes in, a freshman quarterback.
That was a strike right down the middle. He's small too. This is the one, you know, you have a quarterback that small, you gotta stunt and get your tall defenders right up the middle on him and make him throw over you. So that's a tough pass.
And that pass is going to be incomplete, intended for McKenneth.
To make a freshman throw an out route from the right hash all the way to the sidelines, a 15-yard out. I mean, that's a 30 or 40-yard pass. That's a tough pass.
Second down and 10 now. Quarterback will be Caden Jones. Yet another Jones in the game for us here today. Brayton Jones, number 14, running back that's been seeing a lot of carries. Jones rolls to his right, looks downfield, and he'll take off running. See where they mark him. They mark him at about the Live Oak 47-yard line. Not enough for a first down, so it'll be a fourth down, and we'll see if they continue to stay with the freshman quarterback.
Exciting little player.
Eagles will go double slot here. And they're going to hand it off here with third down. Logan Williams on the carry.
Fourth down.
Fourth down and 1. Got to get to the 50-yard line for the first down. 3:42 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're still letting that play clock run way down all the time.
And this time it will be a timeout on the field. So we'll take a break. We'll be watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Hey, my name is George, and I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender, and honestly, the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
we'd love for you to come and check it out.
This is Walker High School football, brought to you by Wildcat Productions.
Welcome back to Walker High School. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy. Fourth down and 1 now for the Eagles.
We got the jumbo package in here. This could be a play action pass here. Oh,
ball's on the ground. He fumbles it. And the Wildcats have the ball. They're going over to the right side. It will be Brown taken off, and it will be a touchdown. Looks like it's going to be a 49-yard fumble return by the Wildcats. Wow, what a play.
You see a replay. Oh, yeah, the ball just popped out, and Keidrick Brown, it just popped out of the pile, and Keidrick Brown picked up. He was the only one there. Wow. You know what that is a product of, that play, right?
What's that name?
That teams do not take snaps under the center anymore. So when they finally go take one under the center, that's when it was fumbled, because everybody goes out of the shotgun now. When you go out in the center, you never practice going under the center. Everything's out of the shotgun, and he couldn't handle the snap.
And then, of course, being a freshman in there and then not being used to that and everything else, all the other circumstances that involve with it. Carson, go ahead.
Great job by the camera guys getting out on replay. I mean, it was the ball just shot at. Maybe when we come back, we can play that again. Or can we play it right now? Can we replay that play right now? We got a break.
Here's a talking it over at the 10-yard line here.
Guys in the studio, can we replay that? There we go. You can see Watch the ball just shoot out of the pile right there. It's just sitting on the ground. Keeps around and says, thank you very much. I'll take this and I'll run this way. That was pretty good.
A little gift right there, you're right. So they get the correct ball in. Just need a Walker football in there. We have illegal participation, illegal substitution by the Live Oak defense, and the referee says the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Great job by the camera angle, the digital media guys and girls here at Walker High School. He's doing a great job and getting better each and every week. Here is the kick. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:17 to play in the third quarter,
possession, you got the retention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11. It's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna be. My dream was always to help other people, but when I tried to start my own business, I quickly realized I was in over my head. That's when I called Alina Levine. She helped me navigate the complicated business of starting a business. But the help didn't stop there. Her friendly team of accounting experts handle all of the things that I never thought of when I started this journey, because I started my business to be a counselor, not an accountant. Thanks to Alina, now I'm able to focus on doing what I love, helping other people.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
Trying to let it snap.
Onside kick tried by the Wildcats, fielded well by the Eagles, and they'll have the ball first down and 10 at their own 30. So explain the penalty there, Dan.
So it was illegal participation, which is a 15-yard penalty. It could happen a number of ways. We had to delay a game first on the kicking team, so that kick will not count. We're going to re-kick.
Delay of game
on the kickoff. So, you know, if a player's helmet falls off and they continue the play during the game, that's illegal participation. Right. Once your helmet falls off, you got to stop. I don't know what the illegal participation was. They could have let it snap with 12 players, and he stayed on the field. They all stayed on the field and participated in the play. Could have been illegal participation. I'm not sure what illegal participation he called. It is a 15-yard. Now we got a delay game. Delay game on the kickoff is it's amazing. I mean, the kicker is standing there looking at the clock.
Yeah, a little bit. That's fine.
So now Wildcats will tee the ball up at their 50-yard line. 9 Eagles up close.
Pop it right over their heads and run and go get it.
Here is the kickoff. Fielded at inside the 10 by Bourne. And he'll be brought down right there at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for the Eagles. There's another quote by Coach Castello, offensive coach for the Wildcats.
You know, obviously, they have to see you as just more than a coach. These kids spend a lot of time with these coaches, a lot of time. You know, they have to earn each other's trust. That goes two ways, not just one way. So a lot of these position coaches, they're very, very close with their players.
Jones looks, throws, and the pass is going to be complete. Juggling a little bit is Christ, and
I think they got to go no huddle here.
33-7 with 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Eagles trying to make something happen here. Jones looks, throws, and it's going to be incomplete, thrown into double coverage there.
seems Live Oak they've tried to attack the outside, and they really can't. So most of their success is coming right over the middle. I mean, you still have this matchup down at the bottom. I just don't know why they're not going to it.
Anyway, this back judge has had a tremendous time trying to tie these shoes. This is the third time I've seen him.
Maybe we need to buy him some slip-on Skechers.
3rd down and 2 now for the Eagles. Here's a snap. Jones looks to pass again. Behind his intended receiver is
Live Oak got away. I think Live Oak's right tackle got away with a holding penalty there.
Yeah, little tackle there.
Kind of grabbed the jersey and...
Ooh, our sound changed.
Yeah, guys in the studio, I don't know what happened to our sound, but...
Kedrick Brown back now. Kedrick Brown receives the ball at the 33-yard line after the kick. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats after the punt.
Like to see Walker use some clock here. Get this clock going and get out of here with no injuries.
Wildcats will.
I like to see the cheerleaders from both sides come on both sides. I love that. You know, they're fighting on the team, but great camaraderie between the high schools.
Absolutely. 1st down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Here is the snap and handoff to Jones. And he is brought down by Voorhees.
Run clock runs. At this point, you're up 33-7. You just said might be time to soon to start playing to get some youngsters. TJ McClendon comes limping off. That's not good.
Yeah, I was just noticing that as well. Hopefully he's okay. Coming on, Aiden Brumfield will come on the field. He'll play the wide receiver to the right. 2nd down and 6 now for the Wildcats. 1:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here is the snap. Handoff to Jones, and he is brought down after he gets enough for a 1st down. Coming up and making a good tackle there is David Voorhees again.
Showing a little speed there around the corner. Look, I like these youngsters getting some playing time and making the most of it.
Absolutely. Wildcats will go 4 wide receivers to the left this time. Here's the pass, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Aiden Brumfield is going to be a quick wide receiver screen.
Once again, it's a long pass play. It gives the defenders a lot of time to react to it.
Coming into the game will be Braden Sylvester.
You know, I don't know if you want to run that play all the way on the other hash. It's just a long pass.
Not sure if that's a busted play or not, but we do have a flag down at the 48-yard line as Silves dances around there.
We got a hold. Another hold called by the umpire.
Holding against the Wildcats.
I think that was a hold. That was a really bad hold because his man made the tackle.
So the official call is holding against the Wildcats.
Nothing a white hat loves more than his officials calling holding calls when it's 33-7.
2nd down and 18 now. Here's the handoff, dancing around, and nowhere to go is Jones. And on the stop there for the Eagles will be Tynes.
A lot of officiating is common sense and managing the game, and that comes with experience. You know, when I first started reffing, yes, I wanted to call every holding penalty I saw. Then you say, well, you know what? Was there any advantage gained, or what's the score of the game? You kind of want to just manage the game and get it over with. Nobody's going to benefit from calling penalties when the game's out of hand. And, you know, I just tell my guys, just call safety issues.
And we're going to get the Eagles will get a sack here. Coming up and making the sack, we'll give the credit to Caleb Smith, a senior defensive lineman, number 32.
I don't think the offensive line has had its best night tonight. They've let quarterback's been in distress all night. That's going to be quarter.
2-1-0, and that is the end of the third quarter. Your score, Wildcats 33 and the Eagles 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
FMM is a full-service, turnkey maintenance and construction company that provides unsurpassed quality and customer service to our commercial and residential clients. We offer in-house HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and roofing services, as well as a number of everyday handyman repairs. At Facilities Maintenance Management, we want to be your single vendor solution.
Are you tired of local car commercials and their corny one-liners? Well, let's see how many we can fit into 30 seconds. We're exploding with deals. We're taking high prices and kicking them to the curb. And there's a reason we've been the #1 Chevrolet dealer in Baton Rouge for the last 34 years. Because we have a huge selection of vehicles in flashing text, including the Equinox, the Traverse, the Malibu, and much more. So come and see us today or visit online. Let us find the vehicle that's perfect for you.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
Here is a punt by the Wildcats. Not a very good punt.
And punt it to the first down.
Ball stops at the Walker 46-yard line. 18-yard punt there.
And we got to change the quarterbacks again.
So the Live Oak Eagles will take over in Walker territory. 46 yards to go for the score. Back in at quarterback will be Sawyer Pruitt.
Could be they wanted him to sit on the side and kind of see, you know, for himself what's going on.
Swing pass to the right. Pass is going to be complete to Braden Jones. And he will get 4 yards on the reception.
Blocking the back right in front of the line judge over here. No call. I thought I saw it live, and I went back and saw the replay. Definitely
Again,
right in front.
McKithen, the big height advantage over here down at the bottom of the screen, and you and I both are surprised that the Eagles haven't tried to take advantage of that.
You're not even looking his way.
And then bam, coming up and making a big sack there. Good job by Connor Watts getting a sack for the Wildcats.
And you know, as a quarterback, you have to come up to the line. You have to read the defense and say, okay, who could be coming? You know, I got to keep in mind who could be coming, and I don't think he really knows who's coming at him right now.
Big loss on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 15. Here is a snap. Pruitt looks downfield, dances around, and he will be brought down again.
I don't know how he didn't fumble.
Kentrell Scott comes in and gets another sack.
I thought Kentrell Scott could have ripped that ball out of him while he was tackling him.
It'll bring up a 4th down, another punting situation for the Eagles. Schultz will be doing the punting duties, and going back again, Kedrick Brown Here is the snap. Schultz puts a foot into it. Takes an Eagles bounce, and the Wildcats will take over first down and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
And see if Walker can run the rest of this clock out.
9 minutes and 40 seconds remain in this contest. Wildcats will have the ball first down and 10, and they'll mark it right at the 6-yard line. Next up for the Wildcats will be the Santa Maria Gators coming to town to take on the Wildcats here at Wildcat Stadium. That will be October 28th. Live Oak will take on East Ascension at Live Oak October 28th as well. Both of them a District 5-5A contest. Silva will put a man in motion, first down and 10. Handoff, dancing around and getting some positive yards is Jones. He crosses the 10-yard line. The game will be broadcast next week versus Santa Maria. Exciting times here at Walker High School. Things changing, happening around here as they are developing. Second down and 6 now. Here's another handoff, and we like to see the Wildcats use up all of the play clock as it starts at 40 seconds now. Down to 8:55 to play in this contest. .8:42 now to play. Third down and 9 as the Wildcats lose a couple yards on that one. Silv rose, and the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Jones. Clock stops on the incompletion.
Very tough to have a quarterback roll to the left and throw, especially a youngster. I mean, that's a hard throw to make on the run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, roll out the other way and run that play on the other side.
So the Wildcats will line up to punt once again.
Kind of trading field position here.
Allen in to do the punting again. Allen gets a lot of height on the ball. If you just get a little bit lower trajectory and get it further down the field.
You're missing a player out there.
No more seconds on the play clock.
Nobody wants to go out there.
And we have a delay of game called by the back judge here. Finally running onto the field will be Evan King.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was the missing player, but they sent him out.
So Allen will be 2 yards from the end line. Here's a good snap. Gets it off, and the Eagles bump into each other as they try to block this one in the end zone.
I don't know how they didn't block it.
The ball will come to rest at the Walker 33-yard line, where the Eagles will take over first down and 10.
I'm really not sure how they didn't block that ball. They were there.
Yeah, that's one of the things that drives me crazy as far as watching football and studying it, about how people don't realize how to block a punt and where to be. And now, when I coached at Opelousas High School, my coach there, Larry Dautre, he knew about how to block punts, and he really would hype it up, and he got the craziest, wildest people he could to be on the punt block, and they would block them all the time. And if you put an emphasis on it.
A lot of teams don't spend enough time on special teams, especially high school. Your time is so limited that you don't have enough time to spend on special teams.
Logan Williams takes the ball out to the left side. Carson Rocker coming back into the game. Coming out of the game is Braden Hernandez. Handoff once again by Williams. Goes right up the middle. We have another flag down. Flag down on about the 2-yard line over there across the field.
2-yard line. Is it? That should be way over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering also.
You would think too many men on the field, but they would have caught that pre-snap.
Referees will gather at the 14-yard line to make a decision on penalty. 4 officials. Coach Westmoreland on the 20-yard line as well. And Coach Westmoreland makes his way to talk to his team. Both teams on each respective sideline. Was there a timeout?
Maybe there was a timeout. Maybe there was about to be a delayed game, and instead there was a timeout. Because but the back judge wasn't way over there. No, here we go with a call now. No, I guess there was a timeout. No.
Dead ball foul. Illegal substitution on the defense.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul. It's a dead ball foul. That's the only thing it could have been where the flag was.
Okay. Because of them running all the different players on, right? And again, every time I look at this situation, the height mismatch you have at the bottom of your screen here.
Yeah, you have to take a shot up at the top here. You have to.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Score of a game is now 33 to 7 is our score here as the Eagles look to add to their 7 points as they're going a little bit backwards here. Trying to make something happen, and really a slow, methodical.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry. They're definitely not in a hurry.
You would think they would try to go a little bit faster here to try to get this.
I mean,
going.
the play clock's about to run out. Oh, they're going to reset it.
0.
They're going to reset it because I don't know what they're doing here. The referees aren't helping either. Just get the game over with.
Now they're going to move it like a delayed game, and they're going to move the ball forward.
Face mask.
They're going to call a face mask. Okay.
Then go. It's a face mask. Mark it off. Move on. We don't need a discussion on every penalty. Just tell it. Say what the penalty is. Mark it off, and let's snap the ball.
Pruitt hands it off to Williams. Tries the left side. Can he turn the corner? No, he cannot. So Logan Williams will be forced out of bounds. 2nd down and goal.
I was talking earlier. I was talking to Coach Sanchez in his office. They were talking about he had an athletic director meeting this past week, and in basketball, HSA basketball, there was 50 referees in the entire state that are under the age of 35 years old in basketball. That's not good. That is not good at all. Which means younger people are just not getting into officiating.
Here's a handoff, and Williams does not score as he is brought down. You said younger people are not getting involved?
They're not getting involved. I mean, when you only have 50 people under the age of 35 officiating high school basketball, what's it going to be what's going to happen in 15 years?
Wheelchair.
I got a phone call.
Here's a handoff to Williams again, and a good job by the defense, and he spins, and now he's in. So it will be a 1-yard run by Logan Williams for a touchdown.
I got a phone call from someone this week asked if I wanted to come out of retirement. I said, no, I'm good.
Having too much fun in the booth with me?
I haven't missed a call yet.
And we've only had one parent.
Yes, we did.
That we had a unique situation with. Eagles now line up for the extra point. Nice kick there. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:49 to play in this contest, your score, Wildcats 33 and the Eagles 14. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football.
Feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my Welcome to Moe's!
At Moe's, we've always been inviting, but we have a bigger story to tell. A place that welcomes you to be you. Fresh, high-quality ingredients. We got that. Go ahead, do your thing. Come on, let's get weird. We don't judge. Moe's wants you to come in with your crew and their appetites. Dine in, pick up, or order on the Mo Rewards app. Either way, don't just stroll in, roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
This game is brought to you by Wildcat Productions. You're watching Walker High School football.
All right, looks like Live Oak will do the onside kick here.
And you want to make sure the ball goes 10 yards before the kicking team touches it, or if the receiving team touches it before then, you're good. And you don't want to block before 10 yards if you're the kicking team if the ball hasn't been touched.
But if you're a receiving team, as soon as the ball is kicked,
You
it
go
is
get
live.
it.
You
You
just
go
go
get
get it.
it.
Don't worry about all that. And they're going to kick it deep.
I don't get that.
Nice job of fielding it, Brayton.
He's got a
Dallas.
hold.
He has a hold, crosses the 30-yard line. He's at the 40. Flags are flying at the 50-yard line, and he's brought down at the 45. But we do have a flag at the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. And what the... See what that penalty is going to be.
Yeah, hold, block in the back, take your pick.
Yep.
We got a hold.
We got a holding called against the Wildcats at the 45.
He had the middle of the field just wide open. Do you understand not kicking an onside kick? We got.
Okay, there is the schedule coming up for the Wildcats. We're playing the Eagles right now. The next week, 28th, we'll play the Gators. And November the 4th, Denham Springs Yellow Jackets and Denham Springs passed a bond for the city of Denham Springs. They're building a brand new stadium over there. It's very close to being complete. And, of course, they would like nothing more than to play Walker in that first game in that stadium.
That'll be a big crowd.
It
Big
would be
crowd.
huge, yes, indeed. And the interesting thing about the stadium is that now we watch Jones getting tackled for a 5-yard loss, is that they moved the Denham Springs side from the east to the west, and then so they on the complete opposite side of the field. And of course, that way you're not staring at the sun the whole game like in those August and September days.
Every time I called the game in the old Denham Stadium, I would come home with about 4 pounds of rubber pellets in my shoes. They had so many rubber pellets in that field, it was crazy.
Second down and 15 now for the Wildcats. Let me hand off to Jones again. Puts a head down and continues to roll forward. We are now at 5:50 to play in this contest.
I'm still baffled that Live Oak didn't try an onside kick. Down by 3 scores. That's kind of telling your team you're giving up already. I mean, I know it's far-fetched down, 6.5 minutes down by 3 scores, but still, you got to give it a shot.
Play clock down to 10 now as Coach Mahaffey's sitting there right there with the referee. He's going to take a timeout here. And he does call a timeout, so it'll be a timeout for the Wildcats. And we'll take a break with them. You're watching Wildcat football on Wildcat TV.
Drop, yo.
Shore Technical Community College has a new facility in Livingston Parish. Whether you are interested in starting a career or looking for a new career, stop by the campus to learn about electrical, welding, nursing, university transfer pathways, and workforce training programs. Financial aid counselors and instructors are available and ready to answer questions and guide you through the enrollment process. Affordable tuition, quality education, and a convenient location. Build your future at North Shore Technical Community College.
You're watching Walker High School football, only on WLFT.
And we're back live at Walker High School. Chris Ledoux along with Dan Murphy here. Wildcats taking on the Live Oak Eagles in this District 5-5A contest. Winner of this game will get their first district win. Silv will try the right side. Stays in bounds. Good job. And crosses the 40-yard line to about the 42-yard line. It'll bring up a very interesting 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats.
Why was the line judge stopping the clock here? He was over here stopping the clock. I think you might see him go for this.
I think the Wildcats will go for it also.
Nope. Shows how much we know. I don't know why you wouldn't go for it.
Sends in the punting team. Clock is continuing to roll with 15 seconds. I'd like to know why Warren Young Jr. is not doing the punting duties. He was doing a good job of punting. Eagles will put back Hayden Everett, a senior wide receiver. He'll stand at his own 26-yard line. And now we have a timeout by the Wildcats once again on a punt.
Yeah, play clock was about to run out.
You would imagine this timeout wouldn't last as long as the previous ones.
You would hope. Kind of a loss of concentration. They had to run a player late on the field, and Coach Mahaffey was not very pleased with that young man.
Wildcats did not make the playoffs last year. Live Oak did make the playoffs last year as a 31 seed, went to Captain Shreve and lost 37-7. 2021 bracket. Fourth down and 3 now for the Wildcats. Punting situation here. Here is a snap. There's the kick, low line drive kick. Fielded.
That was a tough catch.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line.
That was an extremely tough catch by the punt returner.
They'll mark it at the 36. Start the drive here. And it will be Sawyer Pruitt in quarterback again. Denham Springs loses 17-7. My friend Robert Graves with
they lost the 17-7.
Pass is going to be complete to the left side of the field with 4:02 to play in this contest. And the Eagles have something going here.
I mean, they've had that play the whole night at the bottom of the screen here, and they've yet to take it, and they take a shot, and it works.
Denham's EA scored twice with 2 minutes to go in the game to get a 17-7 victory over Denham Springs. And the pass is going to be complete again. Carson Rocker comes up and meets Braden Jones. Of course, East Ascension with the win goes to 3-0 in district. Denham Springs drops to 2-1 in district. Walker on its way to a victory here will improve to 1-2 in district, and Live Oak will drop to 0-3. Here's a pass by Pruitt to the left side. Nice looking pass there. A little bit out of the reach of his intended receiver, McKithen.
It was good coverage also.
It was.
Step for step with him.
But we had mentioned why he wasn't throwing more passes to McKithen, you know, because of the height differential. McKinley makes his way back, and of course the clock stops after the incompletion. We have 3:18 to play in this contest. Here's a snap. Pruitt looks downfield, and he is going to be sacked once again. Coming up, and it's going to be Mr. Kentrell Scott having himself a great game on defense here. Now we have a timeout on the field, timeout on the official because for an injury, and looks like Pruitt is coming up. He looks like he's really hurt.
He looked like he got him top by the shoulder pads. That was a tough tackle. His leg got stuck in the ground when he got spun around.
And the referee will now wind the clock as it rolls at 3:07. 4th down and 16 for Eagles, and this will be intercepted on the far side of the field. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Eagle 25-yard line. Interception is going to be
33.
You said 83? Joseph?
He was 83, yeah. It's kind of one, in the future, you just want to knock down, you cost yourself about 15 yards.
See if we can go 1st down and 10 at the Walker 26-yard line. It's almost like in baseball whenever there's somebody on 3rd base and you're a right fielder and the ball is clearly foul and you're just settling under it, and it's so hard just to say, let me just go ahead and let it drop in front of me, as opposed to catching it and the guy can tag up and then try to score from 3rd. It's very hard not to make a play whenever you have a play in front of you, you know.
1 1st down and the game will be over.
Second down and 8 now for the Wildcats. Hayden Price in at quarterback. Kind of wonder what happened to Price, as he was the starting quarterback for first 5 games, and then now we have a different ball carrier. It's going to be number 34, Jacoby Mackey. Hayden Price was the quarterback through Dutchtown. So he Ponchatoula, Fontainebleau, Mandeville, Kentwood, Bel Air, and Dutchtown. And in East Ascension, did not play. It was Warren Young that was the quarterback. And then now we have a new quarterback in Troy Silv. 1:40 to play in this contest. Clock continues to roll. 3rd down and 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can get it off in time. And no, we have a stoppage and we have a timeout by the Wildcats.
Yes, another timeout.
Another timeout by the Wildcats. That is their 3rd. Now, Dan, tell us about how the district stands in our old 4-5A district.
Well, you got 2 of the best teams in the state, Catholic and Zachary, going to fight that one out. And I hope they play in the last week of the season. I hope the schedule makers did that. Both 2-0. Zachary's 5-1, Catholic 6-1, but Zachary, was without their quarterback for a couple years too. Scotlandville 1-1, 4-3 on the year. Woodlawn is 1-1, 3-4. Central and Liberty are both 0-2 in district.
Third down and 8 now for the Wildcats. Here is the snap. Price hands it off, and running is Jacoby Mackey on the carry.
So they let this clock, there'll be about 37. They can run it down to about 37.
Back deep for the Eagles will be Hayden Everett. Fourth down now for the Wildcats. Allen calls for the snap. Does get it barely off. This one hits at the 41-yard line. It goes to the 50. And
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
25 seconds remain after the punt.
We almost had the instance. I thought when I saw the punt go up in the air, I says, "Ooh, that might bounce back behind the line of scrimmage." We'll see what the kicking team would have done there.
Mm-hmm. Catholic 20, Woodlawn 28 final. Of course, that was the national game on ESPN.
Woodlawn beat Catholic?
No, Catholic,
Catholic.
30, Woodlawn 28. I'm sorry. It's going to be an in-the-round handoff to Brayden Jones. This kind of reminds me, we played a basketball game, and it was late in this, it was a playoff game, and I forget who it was, but at one time I think we had 4 players on the court all named Broussard for the same team too. Remember that? It was like South Lafourche or something, or some one of those schools like that. 7-6. This should be the last play of the game. Boom! What a hit! But he does make the catch. Wow! Hayden Everett on the reception. Makes the catch, and that is going to be the end of this game, and the Wildcats win this one 33-14. So congratulations to the Wildcats and Coach Mahaffey and his coaching staff. Also congratulations to the Wildcats on a victory. They improve to 4-4. Live Oak drops to 3-5. Next week the Wildcats will take on Sanama. That game will be right here at Wildcat Stadium, October the 28th. And Live Oak will take on East Ascension. That game will be October 28th at Live Oak as well. So great job by the Walker High School digital media guys and girls, bringing you this broadcast and getting better and better every single week. New graphics to show you, and some surprises down the road here. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm sure it'll be a big event whenever things are announced. With some possible surprises down the road.
Should be this week, yeah, I would think so.
All right, so good job by the Wildcats. A totally different new twist in the offense, and so a lot of things for Sanama to prepare for. You don't know what quarterback you're going to get out of the 3 we've played in the past, or the 4 we've played in the past now. And of course, different wide receivers, different running backs, and so a totally different new twist by this Mahaffey team.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, Sanama's got to look at film. They got to prepare for.
At Moe's, we've always been inviting, but we have a bigger story to tell. A place that welcomes you to be you. Fresh, high-quality ingredients. We got that. Go ahead, do your thing. Come on, let's get weird. We don't judge. Moe's wants you to come in with your crew and their appetites. Dine in, pick up, or order on the Mo Rewards app. Either way, don't just stroll in, roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
Can you just ask someone?
I don't think they have the cut I need.
Could you please cut a 2-inch rib off for him?
Absolutely, we're here for you.
Just ask. Hey, do y'all make custom sandwich trays? I have a baby shower I need to go to.
Absolutely, we're here for you.
I guess I could just ask.
Hey, do you have gluten-free flour?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We're here for you.
At Carter's, we're here for you, because not everyone's needs can be found right off the shelf. All you have to do is ask.
Life's hard. You want to get it right, we want to help. Maybe you feel like Christians are more known for what they're against.
But we want you to know that God is for you, and we are for you.
No matter who you are,
Or where you are on life's journey, we have a place for you.
we'd love for you to come and check it out.
Are you tired of local car commercials and their corny one-liners? Well, let's see how many we can fit into 30 seconds. We're exploding with deals. We're taking high prices and taking them to the curb. And there's a reason we've been the #1 Chevrolet dealer in Baton Rouge for the last 34 years. Because we have a huge selection of vehicles in flashing text, including the Equinox, the Traverse, the Malibu, and much more. So come and see us today or visit online and let us find the vehicle that's perfect